the last session. Group 2, you all had followed the lead to Kurt Ayad's house, finding a small 2-story townhouse. You investigated the interior, while having one outside to keep watch for anyone watching or investigating your actions. You found the house to have been recently lived in, to the point where there were still snacks on the counter. However, it looks as if clothes were packed in a hurry, and if a lot of things were scattered. Some papers were burned and soaked and destroyed beyond repair. Found a false back in the closet, revealing not only a map showing steam cart routes, but also where to get uniforms for the gallery, and among other things. You managed to get away, convincing a nearby passerby that Yuri was just a senile old man. Sorry, senile old doctor that didn't know where he was. And you two were his aides. You left, reported the information back to Norman via landline, as you were told to lay low and to not investigate anything directly due to the current heat possibly on your group after the last 2 endeavors you undertook. And you laid low for, I believe, let me check real quick. I believe it was quite a while, actually, that you laid low. If I'm to be exact, you laid low and wait for word from anyone for almost a month. It was a few weeks. And in that
That's right.
And in that time, Yuri and Alexei went to Alexei's hometown to do a bit of fishing and just rest and relaxation. Meanwhile, Rashawn stayed in Visix to just enjoy the city, do some sightseeing. Did some strength training to up that stamina. And then you all regroup back in Visix. Not regroup, but you all return back to Visix. Alexei and Yuri catching the train back into town. Rashawn having already been here. You all received a phone call early in the morning. Not from Norman, but from Elizabeth, the librarian that Norman had put you all in contact with when they were looking for clues originally on the anagram of who you now know to be Vincent Rowan. From the call, you were informed that Norman had left about 10 days ago to investigate Vincent Rowan in some way. And while he usually does work, off the grid and quietly, he's never out of the loop for long, even if it's just for a brief call or for an item to be dropped off. However, you were told by Elizabeth that no one had not contacted her in quite some time in these 10 days, at all in these 10 days actually, and that you'll relay the fact that he had not contacted you all either. She said he went to look for a person named Otters. R. Otters. First name R, last name Otters, but nothing more than that was given, and that Norman thinks there was some sort of grand conspiracy going on, and so you ought to be careful. We left off with the phones being hung up. Rashawn said he'd catch you all later, hung up the phone. Alexei also hung up the phone, I think, after yapping for a bit of time, and Yuri went off to, I believe, to work last time. I believe he went off to work. If not, he went off to do his own investigating, but we'll find out when he gets here. He'll be here a bit late. We pick up. It's like, let me adjust the city map real quick, because the city map is set to the old groups. One moment here. Hide that. Unhide Yuri's house. That's hidden. And then let me grab your group's tokens this time. Hide those. Put that up there. Group 2. Change the time of day as well, because it's early in the morning, so I'll put it at about 7:30. Put Yuri over at his house. Sorry, I'm sure noticing on your tokens real quick. Rashawn over where he's staying. Alexei where he's staying. And just leave the group 2 token just sitting up here. But yeah, we pick up with you all in Visix City just after the phone call.
Hmm.
And I'll play this song instead.
We don't really know where to go, right?
You do not. You only have the name to go off of right now. You are welcome to retroactively stay on the phone call a bit longer if you all wanted to, but when last we left off, you all had just hung up. But you all could have stayed on the phone retroactively if you wanted to do anything else.
I wrote down that we need to check libraries public thing. Oh, probably like the library public logs, kind of like a
Yeah, like
yellow book, I guess. I'm going to be heading out to the library again. I'll see y'all later, perhaps.
Going to head out to the library? Oh, I need to find my accent. There we go. Going to head out to the library.
They probably have something that you can track by last names. Don't know. Very easy to find family out where I come from.
Yeah. Very used to Telegram. Not much for my strong suit.
But I doubt. If you want to meet me there, go for it. Just search a separate one.
Yeah, I'll search a separate one. Probably
Sounds
might be a good idea to split up right now.
good. Do we want to regroup somewhere so we can go over findings, or?
Regroup at Yuri's.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Yuri will go, duh, and hang up the phone.
Alright.
That's my only Yuri impression for now. You're not getting anything else until Krishna gets here.
No da.
No da. And Yuri despawns, so I'm gonna hide his token until he tells me where he went off to his Yuri character. Alright.
Russian no is niet.
No. It's da and no da. If I was in a D&D game with Richard and he played a Russian man and he said no da, so I believe him.
And then you have George, who's actually Russian, correcting it.
Funniest thing. Didn't matter. Alright, we'll put Alexi. Say you get him over here. Not hard to find many public libraries around the area. So I'll see you guys take a bit of time to get yourself prepared for the day, breakfast, dressed, cleaned up, and you catch these public transports around town.
Nyeg.
We'll start with Rashawn. Rashawn, you're having a small little library. I guess like a small like station rather than a library. It's got like books and magazines, kind of like a half coffee shop kind of deal on the upper level. Like a nice little hangout spot. You enter. Someone walks in. Welcome to Happy's Breakfast Club. How can I help you?
I'm looking for a way to track down people by their name, kind of like if you gotta find their address or something.
Oh, yeah, we have something like that here on the counter. Let me. And he kind of goes on the counter and pulls this like 2 books out. This one is for the east side of town. This is for the west side of town of Visick. And he puts both of them down.
Oh, thank you.
Feel free to pick any of the open tables. They're all open for whoever wants to sit there. And if you want food, just there's a little like card on your desk. If you want on the table, if you want food, just flip the card up to green, like being at a Brazilian steakhouse, and someone will come to serve you.
Is there anyone else in here that looks a little sketchy?
In here, let's see, sketchy.
There's someone that's like listening.
No one.
There's someone following me or something.
I'll say listening. Roll me wisdom or intelligence. I'll say to see which one. Wisdom will be just a general perception and knowing who to look for. Intelligence will be, specifically kind of like a keen investigation of it.
Womp womp womp.
Looking around, most people seem to be enraptured in like morning conversation. Too bad,
Okay.
bills and stuff.
All right. Alright, I guess I'll just start going through it, looking for...
You checking east side of town or west side of town first?
West side!
Alright, set
first.
In that case, go ahead and roll me just a d10, please.
Okay. Quick. Oh, that's a D. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, there are on the town. There are roughly 10 people with the last name Otters.
How many of them start with the letter R?
Start with the letter R. So here one time. On this side of town, 3 of them do.
All right, so we got 3 on the west, and then so can I look at the locations of these places and see if any of them would make sense? Like if one's, I don't know, kind of like leading to a public store where tons of people go, I probably have that on the bottom of my list, but one's kind of like there.
Yes, you can indeed. One of them looks to be our Otters, and it says like our Otters accounting. One is like our Otters, but it's for like a small delivery company where they kind of ship boxes places, and then there's an our Otters that does. It says where is it? Notes. Travel and exploration. Like a travel planner kind of person, not planner, but like something that is all involved like in like travel and expedition kind of stuff.
I think that'll be the first one. Can I check the East Side book to see if there's any R Otters as well?
Yep. There are 7 on the East Side of town that have the last name Otters.
And the ones that start with R?
R. On that side, there are 4 of them.
Ugh. Alright. Give it to me straight, boss. What do they sound like for their jobs and stuff?
On that side, 2 of them are kind of manual labor jobs. One is like an R Otters construction. One's like an R Otters moving. And then you see like one of them's like an R Otters. It's like private like acupuncture kind of stuff, like acupuncture massages. And then there's like an R Otters that does specifically like a taxi service kind of thing. They'll kind of drive you around Gaspia.
You listed 5.
Oh, did I? My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, so should I just... Okay. I'm gonna keep note of these because you never know when you need a massage and a taxi. Alright. I think I know what one, but I guess I'll
Alright.
order some food. I want a crumpet.
Okay. You want some toast? Just some... sorry, no, you want some bread, not toast. You want some bread?
Bread? I'd like a bagel raw.
All right, you have breakfast. Over to you, Alexi. You arrive at like a less of like a library or like public reading area, and more of like an info kind of booth area, where it's like a small 1-room building that's got a bunch of like newspapers, and like old books, not books, like hot tabloid magazines and like Sports Illustrated kind of stuff,
Wow, mama!
Some adult magazine just out in the open that kid definitely should probably gonna look at when they walk past.
Pages are a little stuck together.
But yeah, that's where you arrive. It's like a small, like one to 2 room building. The main room is all these books. The other back room is like a little reading corner with like a couple of couches. What are you doing? What are you doing? This Alexi guy is dead. I'm gonna kill him.
What am I doing?
Yes, I just described you where you are.
I didn't realize that you were talking about me.
You're Alexi. You're Alexi.
I said
Alexi
still talking about Rashad.
I said Alexi like 3 times.
I didn't hear. I think you were just saying it really fast.
Oh, okay. It's you, Alexi. This is where you are.
I am Alexi. I am that man.
You are. Oh my god. You were in the place I just described to you. What are you doing?
Listen.
Listening? To what? Alexi, you walk in this like a little hot tabloid store. You just stand there listening, and the guy looks at you and goes, "Can I help you with something?" What?
Sorry, you've never been in one of these stores.
Oh. Yeah, well, look around. We've got all kinds of things. We've got sports. We've got, comics and magazines, newspapers. Are you looking for anything particular? I can try and point for like a rack or a shelf.
I'm looking for a place to do you have what is it? Like numbers for like people.
Oh yeah. We've got a bunch of our magazines have like a back section full of phone numbers. They put you like the magazine section, or magazine like the magazine, the newspaper section. They have a bunch of like numbers on them. It just says like public information, like articles and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna grab one, but I'm also going to grab one of the Playboy / Sports Illustrated.
All right. You've got.
How much for this?
He points to the Playboy one. That one will cost you. Well, for both of them, we'll say it's 3 cards for both of them. Actually, if you're gonna buy them both.
I mark off 3 cards.
All right.
That will add 2 porno mags.
Gives you a kind of stamps both of them like a visual. It's like one of those like one thing you like a arcade where it's like under a blue light. You can see the stamp on there.
Oh, gotcha.
To indicate that like you bought it, so they can just scan to make sure whenever you leave.
Oh, nice. Sweet. I'm also just so I it's partially like, hey, interesting, nice views, but also just so like I'm not just looking at shit and then leaving.
Are you looking in which one are you looking in first? The sports magazine or the what's it called? The newspaper article kind of one.
The newspaper article one.
Okay.
You're back.
There are 10 names on the back of that kind of article thing that are like almost like ads for people's like businesses.
Okay.
And you're looking for
Any of them?
Oh, sorry.
Any of them pop out?
Go ahead and just roll me D100, please.
D100?
Yes, please.
Straight D100?
Yep. 29. Looking on this one, none of them really pop out. They all seem very, like mundane kind of articles where it's like, 15% off. You bring in this coupon to this place. None of them like pop out, but if you were to spend time looking over all of them, you probably get some information from them. But under an obvious first glance, some of them stand out. Or like initially, there aren't any big letters that kind of grab the attention.
After initial, then I'll go for a more like detailed look.
In that case, you roll me a D10, please.
D10. Okay.
No.
10.
Way. All right, perfect. Say he's paying about like 10 minutes or so, kind of going through. They give you a lot of information. They usually have like the names of the stores, like, either on the top and the bottom. You go through all of them and you get to the last page. You do find one that is called. Where is it? It is called. There it is. It says like Forgotten Worlds is what it says, and I'll put it in the chat. Forgotten Worlds. This is on the back of one right there. It says that. It says Forgotten Worlds, and it's got like the whole thing where it's like, if you need, if you need someone to assist in A, travel, B, historical information, C, like cartography, where you're where your place, call this number or come to this address during these hours.
Gotcha.
And stuff. And you do see the name. I'll put it in the chat. There you go. That name is on the bottom of there, like next to the numbers.
Mr. Ramon Otters. Oh, Otters.
Yeah, you rolled. So I rolled a d10, and I was like, if he rolls like within one of the number that I rolled, I'll put it in this magazine. And you got a 10, and I also rolled a 10. So I was like, damn. Okay.
Perfect.
But yeah, that's what you find in there.
I'm definitely going to grab that. I'm going to jot that down, and I already jotted it down in my notes. And I'll put it back, and I will tell him thank you first time.
You keep them. You keep them. They're yours.
I can keep them? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, then I'm just gonna take them with me.
Okay. You gonna scan the sports porny mag while you're walking around?
Yeah.
You would see. I forgot to put today's date.
Big old titty.
Let me put today's date in there. Before I forget, let me put today's date in there. Here we go. I'll do like this also.
Date is 22. Okay.
And you would see that, according to the magazine that you're reading for the sports and all that stuff, this is pretty. I mean, maybe not as important to you if you're not invested in this kind of stuff, but there is. So one second here. About 2 days ago, the Turnover Championships began, which is one of the bigger sports in Gaspia. The championships have begun 2 days ago. And it's just like the tablets going, likely to win the series kind of tablets in there. Betting numbers, odds of who they think's gonna win, all that kind of stuff. And if you ever want to get into betting on sports, you have a magazine that tells you what the suspected odds are for some of these teams.
I am not a gambling man because gambling causes bad luck.
All right, but you still have that though. This magazine is from like 2 days ago because it does cover like the first day of the beginning.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's part of my the part where I'm still a little superstitious about things. I believe that if you are to tempt luck, it will always return negatives to you.
Understandable. In that case, is Rashawn back? Not yet. Then we'll stick with you, Alexi. Where do you head to next?
Now that I have this information, I'm gonna go to a phone. I'm gonna call the number.
Okay.
From a public phone, if there's any public phones.
Dial the number, rings for a second, and you hear the line pick up. Hello, Forgotten Worlds. How can I help you?
I'm gonna kind of put on not really a false accent, but a slightly different voice, not to fully make me seem like a different person, but to make me seem like a slight different person. Like a customer service voice in a way. Hello. I was just calling. I found the ads in the newspaper and thought it looked interesting and wanted to know about some of your rates.
Oh, yes. Are you looking for a travel guide, cartography? What are you looking for in particular?
A little bit of everything, actually.
Okay, we do have a kind of full package deal. Would this be, I'm guessing you want to go overseas to Eremos, is that correct?
I don't remember. Would we be wanting to go to Eremos? I don't think so, right?
You're not sure, but that's what this is. A person telling you. You ask for the full package. This is their offering you right now. Or are you trying to do something more local in Gaspia somewhere?
Likely more local in Gaspiage, as it is still quite large. Many of things I have not seen. Want to learn more.
Oh, okay. In that case, and you kind of hear the kind of typing of numbers onto like a small thing, and it kind of prints out a piece of paper. In that case, it'll run you, if we're doing local, about 700 cards for a local full package, which will involve the cartography, the exploration guide, and of course insurance coverage for your travel.
Very good, thank you. Is there a pre-trip meeting or anything that can be had before all this stuff goes down?
Yes, usually you would come here to meet with us, talk with us, and we'd sit down with you and go over the full thing. You'd tell us what you're looking for in particular, and if everything sounds good to you and good to us, we will sign a brief contract, as we are contractual based, and then we would get you a starting date after the whole thing's properly equipped and funded.
All right. And it's is it from Mr. Ramon Otters?
Yes, he usually is our specialist.
All right. Thank you so much. You've been very helpful.
Of course. And have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye bye.
Phone hangs up.
I love how the Discord notification like went off right as the phone hung up, so it sounded like the phone hang up beep.
All right. Where to now, Mr. Lexi?
Honestly, what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm actually going to try to see. Did I know which library that Rashawn was heading to?
No, you did not. He'd never give you the exact location of it.
I'm just gonna head to Yuri's house then, because I have really good information.
So it's about like 20 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
I'll get you there. You guys see? Rashawn. You dead. Oh.
I was muted, my bad. I'm here.
Killed my boy. After you get your breakfast and your information, what do you head to?
It's funny, because you said, when there was a pause, I said I also would have gone to Yuri's house, and then you said, okay.
Oh. Alright, in that case, you also head to breakfast. I'll say you get there about a minute or two after Alexi. I don't know if Yuri's home yet, because Kirsten's not here yet, but we'll say Yuri would not give you guys a spare key. You guys meet out front waiting for Yuri to get home. It didn't seem he's home just yet, or at least not available at the door. He might be either in the house, getting ready, or he's currently out and about. But you guys arrive at Yuri's place.
Oh, he's probably asleep.
Want to hit up a diner? Maybe we'll grab a croissant?
Sure. I already ate, but...
Me too, but I could eat again.
Yeah, fair. I got some, soon got some leads.
Me too.
Nothing too
big time.
definitive.
This one a little bit more. And I will just show him my notes with the name and everything.
What's the Forgotten Worlds?
Yeah, the Forgotten Worlds thing. And it says Forgotten Worlds travel photography, number and address, and it says that it's operated as specialist by Mr. Ramon Otters. I also wrote down the price being at about $700. It is like yeah, 700 cards. Like, it's expensive, but it's one of those things where like that is just, hey, this is a lead of somebody that we could talk to that has information about this place.
This also is for both Gaspillage and Eremos. They do both. So
I have the address. Does it link up with the west side one I found for the travel and exploration?
It does indeed.
I believe that would be our person.
Yeah, the travel exploration one does kind of match up with the R otters that you have there for the west side of town. And to be exact, the address is the address that you have is somewhere over in this area, like west of downtown. Not super far west over, but it's about west of downtown, like just this general area somewhere.
Okay.
So not too far. But yeah,
we have a good lead then.
Yep, you arrive at the diner and you guys discuss all this. The waiter walks over to you and goes, would you like to start with any drinks, or...?
I did
Yes.
take a coffee black.
Rakia.
If you are interested in listening to the turnover games ongoing right now, you're welcome to change the radio there to kind of write on a piece of paper, put the channel number down for you. Hopefully we'll sing into the turnover game. So if you're here for sports as well, this is your channel.
What is turnover?
Turnovers. You were here for. I find it amazing. Turnovers is one of the sports played in Gaspillage, and it's one of the major sports played in Gaspillage. It is. I could explain the whole nuance of it, but it is a 10v10 game. And they are having the championships began. I mean, you don't know when they began, roughly, unless you're not from here. But apparently, the championships series has begun, and You do hear for your people. A few people around the bar or around the diner are listening in. Some people are at the bar at the radio, kind of leaning in. They've got like drink they're having at fucking 9:30.
Well,
I'll watch. I just don't bet.
Well, they bring you like some water, of course, at first. They put the little menu out.
Do you know what rakia is, by the way, Gabe?
I do.
Rakia is a plum moonshine that is made in the Balkans.
Let's look it up. Wow, looks good.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it is delicious.
Looks
It is
tasty.
fucking delicious.
They'll pour you that. They pour you a rakia. What do you get to drink by any chance, Rashawn? Do you get anything to drink in particular?
coffee with cream.
Okay, they give you a coffee. They give you like a complimentary like bread bowl.
Huh?
Little bread bowl.
Oh, I thought you said Red Bull.
Huh? No, they give you like it's not like baby's breads. It's like those like little like toast breads that you put like jam on or something like that. A little small.
Mhm.
They give like a little bread bowl that some butter and some jam for you guys to just kind of crunch on while you sit there.
I also ordered some tushanka and some Russian black bread.
They will tell you about 25 minutes for your food to come out. There, not a lot of people here, but it is a sports day, and there are like big platters of food being brought to different tables. We're having like 10 plus people are sharing like one plate of food, and it's only like 20 people in here or so. But like there's a big party of 10, and there's a bunch of smaller parties, and there's your group over here. So they're just getting around.
This is the worst time to be hungry, IRL.
I'm drinking water to tide me over. I'm full. Oh, perfect timing.
But-
Christian just got here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give him some time to warm up, but we'll say in that time as you guys are waiting for the food to come out is when you would have exchanged the information kind of during the walk, and while you guys are sitting down you exchange information. We go to Yuri, who I have despawned from the map because you all hung up the phone after being... I'll recap for you again as well, Christian. You guys had just got off the phone with Elizabeth, the librarian that Norman introduced you all to on your first hunt for the anagram, the person whose name was an anagram that you learned to be Vincent Rowan. She called you, told her that Norman has not contacted her for 10 days, and she gave you the lead on a person named last name Otters, first name R, but I got the first name was the first letter of it, R Otters. And so you all, or at least two of you guys have split off. Alexi and Rashawn split off after hanging up to go investigate this name at different kind of libraries or information kind of locations around town. Where have you gone in this time, Yuri? Oh, important note, they said they were going to be at your house after they were done.
Man, last thing I remembered is we were fishing.
Yes, you had gotten back from fishing. This is like
Oh man.
this is like a few days, like a few weeks after fishing ended. You all came back to town and got the phone call.
Holy crap. Alright. How this happened? On and off medical work for the most part.
Alright, we'll say you work until about 10, because you got the call at 7 a.m., so we'll say you worked from 7, like 30 until about 10. Just go ahead and roll me, like, about 2.5 hours. Just go ahead and roll me 2d10, please.
Ja.
And you get about 34 cards working for, like, I'll say you work until about noon, from like 7 until noon. Nothing crazy. Like I said, 7 to 11:30. So 7:30 to 11:30 is how long you work. It's a very quick shift. They don't need you there for very long. There's nothing much happening. You are told that with the high influx of sports fans in the city, due to I'm gonna keep saying it because everyone has to know about the turnover game that's happening. I get through my part as a DM to you. You are told that through the high influx of sports fans being in town now for the turnover championship series that you can expect a few more people to be in and out of medical areas around the city. So there might be more work for you in the near future due to just high energy people. But around this time, 11:30, Rashawn and Lexi, you guys have had your brief coffee and snack at this small diner. The current game being played is between. I'll give you one of the random teams that are playing right now. Current teams playing are the West Creek Frost Bears and some small team from like the middle of Gaspia. I'll call them like the Oak Crest. What's the name for a sports team? We'll call them the Oak Crest Badgers are playing. The Oak Crest Badgers and the West Creek Frost Bears are playing today.
You call them the Whalers.
No. And as you're tuning in, kind of Rashawn's hanging out. It seems like this random small town team is beating one of the larger teams in the series, which is of course West Creek Valley's star team, which would be a huge upset in many gambling circles. But by the time the game's just at the halftime point, you guys are done eating and begin to make your way back towards Yuri's house. I'm guessing, right? Or unless you want to hang out just around town. I'll put Yuri over here.
I'm very concerned about them arriving at my place.
Rashawn?
Fucking here again! Yeah, Alexi's not here, but yeah, I think we would have head back to Yuri's place.
Okay.
Who's very concerned about it because he has corpses in his room.
Yeah. About noon
just my
hits
room.
Yuri and you get a knock on your door. You've just gotten back home about like 15 minutes ago.
Oh my gosh, not even a little bit of a break.
You worked till 11:30. You came home, kicked off your shoes. The other thing, you kind of sit down in a chair and go, and you deflated, and then you heard do 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 do.
Alright, it takes me a little longer to get to the door than you might expect.
I think I can hear his old bones.
A loud pop.
Oh! I'm coming.
Yuri opens the door.
Yuri, we got some information.
Alright.
Can we come in?
Of course. Yes, you can come in.
Yeah, we have some information. Right. You close the door again.
That's very good. You're doing great.
Alright. Call me if you need anything.
Come and get me if anything happens.
Yuri, how does your house look? The interior of your house. This is the first time I've been to your house.
It's a proper house, isn't it?
That
I
is
hope so.
up. On this side of town, I mean, you are in the middle, almost near Uptown, so it would be a pretty large, not like large house, but it's either like a large townhouse or like a small like one-story kind of like suburban house. Completely up to you.
It's definitely only one story.
You got a little one-story house, and there's definitely a front driveway you've got as well. It's a pretty nice place.
Driveway. We're in the mudroom right now.
But is your house all cleaned up and spiff and span, or do you have notes everywhere from your skips?
Those notes did not make it out of the office, thank goodness. I'm very good at staying in there for long amounts of time.
Okay, yeah. You enter.
I have a wood floor dining room.
Ooh, damn, bro, got me jealous. Love hardwood floors.
A nice oaken creak beneath your boot.
Well, we found out where we have to go and where Bossman went last. Somewhere over there. Do you have a map? Any of us have a map?
I have a map in my office.
Alright.
I'll go grab that.
Okay, you guys are just sitting down. I guess the same as you guys are chilling in the dining room right now, right? So I'm guessing you guys are doing like you're sitting in the couch.
No couch. It's
I don't know where he's
single
led us.
seats.
Couch is covered in wrap right now.
I think fucking grandma's house. No. But y'all, I guess you all sitting in the dining room. Got the little overhead light.
Yeah.
You come back out with a map, and I'll do what Rashawn does. He points to like this area of town where the address is for the location.
All right. So, this is the plan.
Think we just go there and use what I've seen there, so and it is a travel. He wouldn't have taken something without us and left.
But as far as I was concerned, the person I talked to on the phone said that he kind of runs the whole operation. And he is the person who would be doing most of the overseeing of the travel affairs, so I would assume he's there.
Yeah.
Well, suppose we should go soon.
Probably. I'll get up.
Oh, sorry, I went pee and then I went and made canned beef stew because I forgot I had some.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go pee. Come back with canned beef stew.
I went pee.
Anyone can pee.
Alright, you all make your way across town.
I have an induction oven at my desk.
What?
Huh?
I do.
That's the most Mason thing I've ever heard.
But you're,
My stove barely works. It's like a
This-
fire hazard, so I don't use
this
it very often.
your search for our otters leads you to this quaint, kind of the address as well, leads you to this quaint two-story business on the west side of downtown of Essex. Glancing at the kind of sign above the door, the business appears to be a private archaeological company named Forgotten Worlds, as of course you've discovered at this point, Lexi and Rashawn. Yeah, that's where you guys are at. You guys are shoved off out front.
How do we want to go about this? Do we want to just enter and act like we know nothing, or just questions off the bat?
I called them on the phone so they might recognize my voice, even though I tried to change it slightly.
Oh. Okay. Who do you want to lead?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I figured we could honestly try to do this just like we're paying customers,
Sounds good.
seeing
I
what
don't
they
have a
know.
lot of money.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Just trying to get what they know to see if they're part of our caliber,
Oh, okay.
quote unquote, if you know what I mean.
I don't, but I'll go along.
In other words, just trying to
Haggle?
haggle, but also try to see if they actually know more than what they're trying to. If they can give us something, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna show
sounds
us
good.
something very secret.
Mm.
Think about like getting a
Sounds
good deal.
good.
Right, I'll start moving.
Alright. You guys walk across the street. Entering. The interior of the building, of the building's first floor, is a reception area. There's a help desk right beyond the precipice of the entryway. There's a marked stairwell behind the desk, and a hallway with a door on either side. And another room at the end of the hall. So it's like desk, staircase off to the left. To the right is a hallway with basically 3 doors. One at the end of the hallway and one on either side of the hallway. There's a small kind of older woman flipping through a book behind the desk. She glances up when you guys begin to approach and she smiles. Forgotten Worlds Archaeological Contracting, I'm Brianne. How can I help you?
Hello. We spoke on the phone.
Oh, yes, you were looking for... I believe you were the... Kind of goes through her notes. Were you the one for the Gaspillage tour?
Yes, with Ramon Otters.
Yes, of course. Would you like to speak with him now, or did you want to get further information from me?
I would first. I'd be happy to get information from you.
Of course. What do you want to know regarding this, your potential expedition?
What type of archaeological voyages does he generally do? We've seen a few things, so we're wanting to get something a bit more oomph.
Well, if you're doing Gaspia, I'd recommend heading either somewhere in the mountains or somewhere north of West Creek Valley. Typically, we do more of the. Mr. Otis is a Mosin specialist. So typically, we go places where human history lies, which for at least Gaspia would mean more towards the mountains and north. If you're looking for an expedition up there, you could be probably guided around maybe a lake area, some of the mountains there, the forest around that area might have good spots to dig. It depends on if you have any locations you want to scout out, if you want us to do the research for you, that kind of thing.
I see. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Does that sound good to you, gentlemen?
Yeah.
I'm really struggling with the accent today.
Right. In that case, I can begin to print out at least an agreement for now before we get into any contract stuff, then you can run it over with Mr. Otis if you'd like. Unless you want to speak to him first, your choice, of course. There's...
We can take the paperwork and then go speak to him, is that okay?
By all means, yes, of course. Just give me a minute or two. She begins to kind of on the typewriter, begins to type in there. After a minute or so goes by, you can look around. It's a very nice office, the faint kind of ticking of the clock. It's very temperate in here, the overall warmth of the air.
Are there any artifacts in this office?
A few behind glass cases, kind of like show stuff, like small knives or like an old book or like a piece of stone with designs on it.
While she's typing, I'm gonna go look over to the other two. I'm gonna go check out some of the artifacts.
Did we take artifacts? I can't remember. Let me see.
You took a rolled up painting and left it with.
Yeah, I
with
took
Norman.
that painting.
Yeah, you left with. Yeah, last time you left it in Norman's trunk, I'm sure, of his car, and you guys grabbed it. Or
Do
was
we
his
know where
backseat?
Can we go to his car?
You're not sure where his car is. Last time you saw his car was when he dropped y'all off at the library.
Yeah, shit.
But you had that
Ugh.
painting. It was a painting of the moon you guys had that you had taken with you from that storage bin. Other than that, though, you
Alright.
don't really have any art on them. But yeah, you can look at the artifacts if you'd like.
Sure. So, did the painting have a signature on it, if I can recall that? It's like all paintings have signatures, usually.
I believe it did. Let me pull my notes for a second here. Just give me a moment.
This figure's Ramon Hotters.
I painted it. It was me. Let's see. 1 second. Painting. I'm just scrolling through. I have to go to chapter 1 to find this real quick.
It says Amon Rotters. It's a very soft alias.
I mean, I don't really need to know it. If it does have it, then I just want to see if they have any more with similar signatures.
I'll say it does, but none of the work in this room has a similar thing.
Okay. Anything cool that sticks out?
Yeah.
I mean, there's that. I mean, you're from Eremos. There are a few. Most of these are of older Mosin make. The knife, of course, is a very nice one. Looks like almost like a ceremonial rite of passage dagger of sorts from a few generations past. The stonework.
Like Bedouin or like Sikh type deal?
Kind of. You wouldn't know, Alexi.
No, I'm trying to say like, so I'm getting a visual for it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
There is, of course, the stone kind of brick one is looks to be like a piece of probably like some sort of maybe like a spiritual shrine of sorts. Also, of course, older, and then the old book looks to be like perhaps almost like a recording, like a history book of some kinds. A lot of Mosin history is oral tradition history, kind of spoken down. So this book being here is like, whoa, you know.
Wow.
Whoa. Is that emotion?
What was that?
Is that emotion?
Yeah.
It's very
Old.
pretty.
Yeah, stuff like this in our house, but you know, probably got duped by a vendor or something selling replicas.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, is there something wrong, Yuri? Yes, Yuri.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's just
Musty in here.
it's in the corner going.
Is your friend okay? As she walks over with the kind of like three paper kind of stapled together.
He's old.
Yeah.
A little moon.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Yuri, turn it off.
Like, he's fine as he coughs up blood.
Girls have to get PTSD attack again, guys. But she hands you the agreement. Each page is from each one of you individually, of course. Just sign it whenever you'd like.
I want to read this.
Okay. This agreement is just like a general waiver going over. It goes over all the costs, your insurance for your health, the equipment fees for the gear you're going to be bringing. That you probably have to bring it. It gives like a range of the gear depending on it. It has like an overall like price list of intensity of the expedition and how the price increases for all those things. And then of course like a maximum time duration you're willing to commit to this for unsponsored events. This isn't like the actual contract you'd be signed, but this just goes over all of the like prices and what you're covered for and all that kind of stuff and what to expect.
Yeah, sure, I'll sign it.
Oh, we don't have to sign it now, of course. You said you wanted to look it over with Mr. Alders as well, right?
Yeah, I guess. Where is Alders?
In his office.
Should we go?
Would you like to speak to him?
Lexi? Gary?
Fine with me.
Alright, yeah.
Alright, one moment here. She walks behind the desk, kind of dials in a number on the phone, like a little intercom system. Talks to it for a second. He'll be out in just a moment. And you guys wait maybe a minute or two. What's up?
I have a question.
Sure.
I am especially because, and I'm doing this with like in character, it's like an in character / out of character, like a middle ground type deal. I'm asking the DM, but
Yeah.
Alexi, because of like the idea of thinking about like gaspillage, like archaeological stuff, is there any old like folk tales and stuff that I was told as a kid that might surround some archaeological things
Let me go
That-
check.
that I was around? That like don't go near that place, or don't, this thing will get you type deal.
Yeah, I mean, there is a. Aranka, there's a like a mythological, almost like Wendigo type creature. It is the frost-eyed bear that says to terrorize the mountains and forest. to the like north of West Creek.
Gotcha.
It is from an age when people would actually use like spears and bows as like bows are still common of course now, but this is before they used slug throwers. So they mentioned like bows and spears being unable to pierce the beast. It had enough strength to knock down pines and tear off the heads and spines of men that try to intrude upon like the old forests to the north.
Was it worshipped? Like the idea of it, I know like a lot of it tends to be folk tales, and I probably wouldn't necessarily fully believe in them, but I bet you my dad would.
Worshipped in some ways, yeah. It's kind of like almost like a protector of like history. Don't go into the old woods. Which they're all the woods are old, but they're talking about like back when there's still like tribes and like
Gotcha.
mountain like living Gassian before they came down to like the plains, all that stuff.
Gotcha.
It's worship in a sense.
I'm gonna keep that in mind and kind of like have like a nice little like kind of smile thinking about like just hearing those stories from my childhood, but also like thinking about like I wonder if there's if we might find anything from these ancient peoples that I kind of grew up hearing fighting this bear.
I mean,
Like,
it is possible. There's still people that live kind of remotely in those woods, so it is definitely possible.
yeah, just thinking about that idea, like that soft like nostalgia, but also like I might actually be able to learn from, if possible, with seeing some of those people like some more from the source traditions rather than passed down from generation.
I got you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good question. Good question. But as you're thinking that over, middle-aged man with these like large bifocals kind of on a string, kind of resting on his chest, wearing a suit vest, bow tie, and slacks, comes down the hallway. They kind of stride towards your whole group, hand extended and greeting it to whoever is up front, and I'll put their token on the map so you can see him. Bong, there he is. I'll put him above your group. There you go. Put him right there, above your group. He goes, Raymond Otters, archaeologist and Mosin culture specialist. Pleasure to meet you. Please, come to my office.
Yeah.
Shakes your hand. Go to shake your hand, Rashawn. Goes to you, goes to everyone. He has like a folder under his arm. He's kind of like opens up and reads it every now and again before closing up again. Get to the office, down the hall, the door at the very end. Office lets you, it's very homely feeling. He's got a pull-out sofa that's currently tucked away. There are pillows and sheets neatly folded on a coffee table beside it. Desk with a mug of coffee that is still steaming. And a collection of neatly laid out kind of maps with pins and labels. Ramon sits down in his chair, kind of just you all to sit in like that, like the one of those that look like long, like a love seat kind of couches that are just kind of sitting in front of the desk. Takes his coffee and takes a sip. How can I help you? You are the Gassian tour, correct?
Da, da.
Yep.
Have you reviewed the agreement already at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it all looks good to you?
Yes, most things do make sense. For the great majority of the criteria of everything. The only thing that I was wondering, there's a lot of stuff, especially. I've done a lot of these things already in my time, and I'm sure that Yuri has done even more. Not Yuri. What's his name? Sorry, I was thinking of my great uncle. He looks so similar. But I would like to point out real quick, my head is still very cloudy. I am going to be struggling a bit tonight.
This is even better. Yeah. If anyone wants to jump in, you're welcome to, of course.
Hmm. So, could you give us some information on some things you may have done recently?
Recently, I've not been out many places recently. Not a lot of contract work, at least for that I want to do personally. But in my past, I have been in Eremos at least 10 years out of my professional career, doing bigs on classes it, especially over in the sinking dunes at the place and near Patrida. I've been all over Eremos doing a plethora of digs, all sort of teams and people. Credentials, if you'd like to look me up, are probably everywhere at some point in time. But I've been in a few magazines. You're looking at the celebrity, I know. I'm joking, of course. But I have been all alone. I am an accredited archaeologist. I graduated from Oxenfree. So I don't want to say I am as real as it gets, but I'm pretty close, I want to say.
These are all going over my head. I'm not from here, so
No,
his
not.
words mean nothing to me.
I am a fisherman.
Other than Patrida and the Sinking Dunes, everything else sounds like Hullabaloo. Hullabaloo, you're the only.
Okay.
Because Sinking Dunes are an old place in Eremos. Patrida is the capital city of Eremos. That's all you heard.
And this is the place where Norman came, right?
Yes.
And he said he was meeting this guy?
I said it was. I believe. I put the exact wording that was used.
Vincent went to meet our otters.
Yep. Norman went to go see someone with the name by the name of our otters. That's all that was given, was just that information that Norman went to go see this guy.
Alright, yeah, so recently, one of our friends, came here. His name was Vincent. Did I say Norman?
It's Norman. No, wait, Norman was your friend. Or is, I said is your friend.
He's
Who's
dead.
Vincent?
Vincent that was the guy that, so, the original name, gotta get it, 1 second, stand by. Scroll. The original name that you had received from the storage center, like the storage center area, the warehouse area, and from the thieves you interrogated was that they were hired by a guy named Connor Vitrine, and that was an anagram for the name Vincent Rowing. And they are the ones that had stolen the artifact from the transport cart. And you had gone to a house owned by him, and you had gotten information from him that he was the one that hired them, and you got information from Norman that Vincent Rowing was something that he had to look into.
But did Norman stop by here? Did he say
Norman
he also
came.
stopped by
This
here?
is where Norman came. This is the last place that
Okay.
Norman was said to have been heard going to by Elizabeth. This was the last known location he had.
Alright, cut to some chase. One of our friends decided to stop by here. His name's Norman.
Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Quick-tempered. Got that fucking stupid tokenizer thing on this guy? Why is there stupid fucking I need to get that off of this game, the tokenizer. Let's see, I had to roll to see if Norm would use his actual name at any place he's investigating. Lucian goes, Norman. I don't believe I met a Norman. Unless they was like.
Can I describe the man?
Yeah, you can describe
Whatever
Norman.
Norman looks like. God, I don't think I wrote down a description.
Oh, you know how he looks. He's one of your older friends.
He's white.
Here, I'll put Norman on the map so you can see his token. Boom.
Yeah, he got the tan skin, black hair, 5 o'clock shadow.
He also usually had a large, not like large, but usually had a coat and a hat on. And
Yeah, coat, hat, eyes look like
he
he ate
smoked.
something sour.
oh, okay. Yeah, that was name was kind of opens up a different folder on his desk. He came looking for similar thing you were looking for, and other stuff. Name was Anthony. That's the name. Perhaps Norman was the name he gave me, or perhaps Norman is the name he gives his friends, and Anthony is like a professional name or something. But yes, he did come by here.
You know, where I come from, we have a term for people. They're called sandheads. They're like weirdos who believe just about everything. Like, dragons are real, the world be round, all that kind of stuff.
What was that part?
Dragons are real.
Right.
Not the other one.
So, okay, regardless, your friend Norman / Anthony. Yes, they did come here. Yes. And what is are you going to do like a joint project with them, or is this like a joint expedition going on, or?
Yes, it was, but he didn't come and get us because somebody was sleeping in. Looks at the old man.
I'm never paying attention.
I know.
Staring off.
Exactly.
Look at those books.
So, we were told by one of his friends to come and meet him, give him help.
Well, I mean, yeah, your friend came here about a week and a half ago. I mean, hasn't come back since afterwards, but it's definitely here.
Do you know what he's looking for besides stuff on Vincent, I guess?
Vincent?
Yeah, what did he come here asking for? You know, we kind of just got dropped into this.
He came looking for, of course, overall expedition information that I had, and he said to get in touch with an old colleague of mine named Vincent. But I haven't really seen much of Vincent. So
And,
told him your friend Norman / Anthony the same thing. I haven't seen much of Vincent really.
And Norman, or Anthony, didn't say where he was going.
Roll me charisma.
Worse of 4.
What class you again? Bruiser, right?
Yeah.
He goes over and go.
8.
Is Vincent in some sort of trouble?
Kind of what we are trying to find out.
So you're not here for the expedition work.
I'm sorry.
No, it is fine. This is more of a hobby. This one, I'm basically retired, but I look forward to expeditions every now and again that aren't involved in going to Eremos every month. Traveling is not always the easiest thing.
We might be. It's just there's a lot of other things going on right now, and
What are you doing, Yuri? While this is happening? What are you doing, Yuri? While they're talking.
Looking at his books.
He has got a plethora of books, mostly on Eremos and Mosin culture and stuff like that, history, anthropology, archaeology, books on spiritualism. There,
I want to look if he doesn't immediately react to me grabbing any of these books and taking a quick peruse. I want to look at archaeology and spirituality type books. Go to the glossary and look for the word moon or lunar.
Go ahead and roll me a d10, please. Oh.
No.
Huh? No. Nine. Okay. No, he doesn't react. No, the shelves are like they're not behind his desk. He's got like a small shelf like next to the seat on either side that you can kind of go into. Yeah, you grab one of the books, go to the glossary. They're about. You do find stuff on like the moon, stuff in archaeology, and more than in spirituality, I believe. We'll just verify. Yep. Okay. There you find some of the moon in archaeology, and you do find a small amount in the spiritualism kind of section of it.
All right.
Which one do you care to look into first?
Spirituality.
Okay. One of them is religions and beliefs. The other one is more into like folk tales.
Ooh, beliefs.
Okay. There's a belief, kind of like a belief system called the almost like the Queen of the Night and the Moon. Of course, being that queen that kind of rules over, shines in the darkness, provides boons and quiets disturbed minds, and kind of protects her subjects. Quote, because it is a queen, protects her subjects from that which would destroy them, be it themselves or something beyond, that kind of stuff. Very much like a protector involving the moon in this right here.
Okay. And now I want to cross-reference that with some archaeological lunar discoveries.
Okay. You do find, while they aren't numerous, some of the older findings in like the sinking dune type places have involved, scrawled, like writings, not writings, like scrawled like finger painted drawings of like the moon and the stars, and there is, where was it? Gotta find it real quick. Did I lose it? I might have lost it. There it is. There is an old piece, a well-known old piece in in one of the Mosin memory vaults, which is where they kind of store very important pieces to Mosin culture, called the Star Guide, which is an old weathered star map. It doesn't say what's on it exactly. It kind of just describes it as a stone slab with like a star map carved into it, and it is a very old piece.
You said this being kept at...
It's kept in something called a memory vault, which you're not too sure what that means. You're not really from Eremos, but
Eremos is the other continent, yeah?
yes.
I'm going to keep that in my back pocket to ask Rashawn about later.
And the last thing is, of course, the folkloric section of things.
Of course.
This is called Waking Sky, which is a children's story. And it is said that on nights when you feel alone, or if you are alone, or if you're frightened, you can look to the sky, and the voice of your ancestors will almost kind of reach your ears and comfort you. I need you to roll me a sanity check, please, as there is a small little drawing, like a kid's doodle on this page.
Of what?
Bunch of kids out at night.
All right.
It is doodle, but it's like, of course, they don't have the actual kids drawing in this book. It is a picture of this doodle that has kind of been printed into the book here.
I don't remember where the sanity check is.
It is. Oh, sorry, I'm done. I need you to roll me an intelligence sanity check to be exact. So just an intelligence check.
Intelligence. I have a modifier of 3. 1d100 plus 3.
Oh, 7.
Oh my god.
Look at this picture.
I can't willpool my way out of that.
You look at this picture and you swear for a brief moment, like one of the kids' heads turns to briefly look at you for a second.
Fuck.
You kind of blink of your eyes. It has been a long one. You were up early and you worked. But just for a brief moment, like, did that move? And you hear whispering, kind of like, Yuri.
I look in the direction of the whispering.
Mr. Yuri! Kind of snapping your fingers, it's Raymond. Mr. Yuri! Did the agreement, did it sound good to you? I saw you reading the books. I didn't want to interrupt you at all. I saw you reading the books, but since we're going over further details.
You have some very impressive books in here. They move sometimes.
I'm told they are very moving. Mosin culture is a part of us as people. It is the very foundation of us as a people. Mosins have the oldest history recorded, so I'm glad it is moving to as it is to me. But you were saying, and he goes back to the conversation about asking about Norman and Vincent. That's where you guys pick up where you can now hear at this point. They're talking about Vincent being in trouble, and you guys are them trying to find out things about what's happening with Vincent. He looks to you as well, Yuri, and goes, sorry, all that's going on now. So you three are not here for the expedition. You're not here for anything like that. You're here to look for your friend Norman or for Vincent or for both?
Both, preferably.
Okay. When you did roll a 91 or 98, which is a high-ass fucking roll. He goes, of course, I have not seen Vincent at any recent time. I did tell your friend Norman about the new artifact being brought in, and that was the kind of what the... After that is when he left, after a few minutes after that. We kind of spoke after that, but he didn't seem like his head was really in the conversation after I mentioned the new artifact that was going to be shown. He didn't tell where he was going, but...
Do you know anything about this artifact?
No, I've been... this one's been pretty kept under wraps after the recent events, of course. All the thefts.
Not even where it's from?
Of course, Eros, of course.
Do you know anyone who might know something? I guess that it,
Sorry, there's a dog
dangerous.
Hiding in here.
Like a chihuahua runs out from his desk.
Dave disappeared.
Never mind. So, appreciate it.
1 second.
Okay.
Leaves the room.
Hi there. It's currently 2000 hours.
I hate this
With a
Gabe
current
guy.
temperature of 55 degrees Fahrenheit.
Amazing.
On
the recording.
And the high is 64 degrees. It's going to be a rainy day. And now, here are today's top headlines provided by Google. Demonstrations continue at
My alarm is
universities
going off.
across the
Really?
country during weekends.
Okay, Google, show me big booty bitches.
NBC News, my house is falling apart. 8 p.m. hit, my entire house fell apart. Sorry. Where did we leave off? Before I had to go open the door and turn off my alarm.
I was asking if he knew anything about what this artifact could be, but
if it's
under wraps, then I guess not. Or he said no.
But if it is from the Sinking Dunes, it is definitely old. You know?
Yeah.
So, and I mean really old. Like, I don't have things that old in my office old. Nothing in my personal collection is that old. I've only been on digs looking for things that old, kind of old. Like I keep going on about this, but this is huge, of course. I will probably be at the showing myself, the connection still, but I have no clue what it is just yet.
You know, have you ever encountered anything weird on your expeditions?
Let's actually see. Not weird. People just, of course, get obsessed over these things. I mean, you've heard me ramble, but there are people that are more intense about this than I am. That get really into these kind of things. But,
Not a
When
bad
things
feeling.
got weird, I got out of the business, of course, and that's why I'm doing private now.
Hmm.
Looks to over to you, Yuri. Would you like any coffee? You seem a little out of it, sir.
I don't like coffee that much. Do you have any water?
Yes. Kind of goes over to like a little, like you know, those little water coolers. Kind of push the little plastic thing down to like a paper cup and hands it to you. Oh, sorry. Would you like water as well? Any of you all?
take coffee.
No. When you go to see that artifact, when it's being revealed?
Even that I don't know yet. I just
Ah.
know that there will be a showing in the near future from the grapevine, and yeah, they're trying to keep it all really secret until I believe like really close to the time of the showing.
I have a really bad feeling about everything. Maybe the day of showing might not be the best, but that's just me.
Well, if you are indeed looking for Vincent and your friend Norman,
People have been obsessed with these artifacts and gone missing.
correct. This is true. People have gotten obsessed with this. If thefts have shown anything about it, people are hot commodities to be sold for the ice bitter. So,
Do you have a phone? I mean, you do. Can I use your phone?
oh, of course, just to the phone.
Do I have Elizabeth's number?
I'd say if you chose to memorize it, you probably could.
All right. 213-389-4421.
Okay. That's the number for now. Then you call that number.
All right.
Rings. Hello.
Elizabeth, it's me. Do you know when Norman's car is?
If I'm correct, I believe he probably has his car. I can check by his house again if you'd like, but last I had seen Norman, he was driving his car.
Ah, okay. Thanks.
Is that all?
Yeah, he didn't bring a painting in, did he?
I didn't look for a painting, but I can definitely check his place for one.
Yeah, that might be best.
All right. I'll do that then.
Thank you. Well, we had this painting. It was like a moon, and the painting you said had a signature. Can I try to mimic it?
Yeah, just roll me like dexterity or intelligence.
Dex is best. 72.
22. You get a decent signature of it.
I did like that.
It's a. Does he know painting? Is he interested in the world of arts right now? Is he a fine arts man entirely? Wow. He looks at it and goes, I'm not too familiar with at least that painter. I'm trying to get more into art, but I'm more of a historian than I am an art man myself, so I've not seen that artist in particular.
Do you know anyone who know any artist friends?
Artist friends.
Or is there an art museum or something around here?
I mean, there's the gallery, of course. Artist friends, though? Does this pertain to everything going on or something somehow?
You know, I already told you a lot. So, I think from this point on, if you consent to, like, putting your life in potential harm, I can tell you.
You gotta roll for him. I don't intend to talk about this with anyone else, so yeah, sure, yeah, this would.
I'll look over at Yuri and Alexei if they kind of like okay with it.
I'm just kind of waiting until this whole thing's done so I can talk to you, but
Okay.
I'm staring at Yuri.
Oh yeah. So I give a quick rundown. No, you can't tell anyone about this because this could get you guilds and all that. And I mean, anyways, we got the mission. We had to check something out for, you can guess, artifacts. And did we? Yeah, we found it in that like warehouse place we were doing
Found
an
it in
inspection on.
The storage center belonging. I'll put in the
Oh.
chat again.
Yeah, well, we found it in a storage center. It had this weird artifact painting. Gave me an Yuri a weird feeling. Well, me at least. I don't know about you.
That's who the storage house belonged to.
Belonged to someone named Connor Vitrine.
Oh, that's one of Vincent's anagrams.
Yeah. Very strange painting that was in there. Anyways, I'm gonna see if I can find out more about it. Why would he have it?
Vincent, I mean, Vincent usually... Art. I mean, if it's the moon, that might make sense. He was a lot more into the spiritual side of Mosin culture than I was. I was more into the, the history and anthropology of it all. So, I mean, moon's got a big influence in a lot of cultures, especially in Mosin culture, so... Possibility. But if, I mean... Wait, you said this involved you looking for artifacts, and it's led you to the painting Vincent had?
Yeah.
I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together right now. Your friend Norman, Anthony, was looking for Vincent. You're looking for Vincent at artifacts. Are you like artifact hunters or something, or...?
I'm kind of just here for the ride. I got paid from a friend and I needed a vacation.
Okay. If you're looking for any leads on Vincent, I mean, he frequents a few places around the city.
Okay.
Roll me D100, please.
Ento, por favor. I'm writing this down real quick. Just a straight D100.
Yep.
Anything, man?
51. First thing that comes to mind is, can I get a piece of paper? Jack or Jill? Put it in chat. They're like an all-purpose kind of general store place. He kind of goes there to get a lot of his like odds and ends and baubles before we go on any trips anywhere. Yeah, they might have seen him more than I have, because again, we don't really talk after the split from work.
Sounds good. Okay, thank you. I don't know if we have too much. Do you have a number we could call if we can update you? You're probably in this... Not deep, but...
Well, I mean, if you ever need help with anything in the archaeological field, you can always find and call me. My number, you can do your business card. My brother's on the card, of course. This business number, private number is, when you call the number, if it asks for you for an extension, just push 1. It'll link you to the phone in my office directly and send something good fun.
Okay, thank you.
I'm usually here. I kind of like a studio home business thing. Cheaper, less travel.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry if I
honestly
wasn't
think
much help,
that's everything.
but
No, you're more than enough. Thank you.
I don't know if there's anything else you need. And if you really want to do that trip up north, you know to find me.
Yeah, we might have to, depending on how this goes, but thank you.
Of course. Have a great day, everyone. He kind of walks up and kind of opens the door for you all to exit.
You too.
And then we get jumped.
The old lady has a shotgun.
Motherfuckers! Boom!
That jumping, that's a murder.
But you all exit back out into the main room. Brian looks at you and goes, I hope everything went well for you all. Anything else today, or are you all coming back later?
think that will be all.
Very well. Then have a great day, and thank you for coming by Forgotten Worlds. Hope you enjoyed your time.
Thank you. You too, then. Thank you.
Thank you. До свидания.
You guys all walk outside, back out in the streets.
Might go check out an art gallery, see if they can tell me anything about this signature.
Russian.
Yeah.
I have to ask you about something.
Okay.
You come from Ernest, huh?
Yeah, that is correct.
What do you know about memory vaults?
What do I know about memory vaults?
Memory vaults. Here, gotcha. Memory vaults are kind of like very personal museums, because Eremos is a very kind of to the heart place. Everything is personal to the heart of the people. Memory vaults hold like actual like pieces of someone's life are usually stored in memory vaults. Like literal memories are stored there. Like someone might have like they're of course they're personal to like the towns or community, not town, like the communities or groups they're with. So a memory vault might have like the first basket woven by an elder of the group, or like a knife gifted in like a sign of peace between two different groups would be stored in a memory vault. It's less of this painting was done by Picasso, and it's more of like this painting was done by three of the oldest people in our community.
Okay, so there could be like general and personal.
Yeah.
Like if one's important to the family and one could be important to like a town or something.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're basically like personal kinds of personalized museums.
Yeah. Okay. They're kind of like what you guys have here, museums, but more personal to the person or place.
You see.
Why do you ask?
While I was looking through his books, I found out about an item called the Star Guide. It seems to be kept in a memory vault.
Memory vault out here, over there.
Most likely of an Aramis. They said they visited it there once a month, no?
Yeah. That's a trek. What'd you say it was?
It was called the Star Guide.
Star Guide in a memory vault. Do you know anything about this Star Guide?
I know that it was an old Mosin star map.
Why are you interested in this? You a doctor?
I've found a lot of solace in the moon recently. I'm trying to see how other people perceive it.
Been talking to my dad too much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Star Guide, if it's something like that, would I know anything that might be linked to a place out there that might have something like this?
If it is, roll me intelligence, I suppose, overall. Just general intelligence, please.
See how stupid you are today.
I don't know if you remember, but a while ago I did an encryption, and you said I get a free 50. Can I use that?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Oh my god, a free fucking 50?
I did the encrypted my message to the boss guy.
Do you remember very vaguely hearing about a very popular item in the Memory Vault of Patrida, which is the capital of Eremos? It is the Star Guide, and it belonged to a notable Mosin explorer. You can't remember the name fully, but that's what you can gather from it. The Star Guide was created by a noble Mosin explorer from before Patrida, but it is kept in Patrida now because of just the importance to the Mosin people as a whole at this point.
Yeah, I know where it's kept. But Patrina... And yeah. It was made by an old Mosin explorer, I forget who.
The map!
Over
It
here.
blinds me! Witness me!
Nurse me. Yeah,
I miss Eremos.
that's all I know, but maybe you can find some stuff in the library about space and stuff like that.
You are correct.
Anyways, I'm gonna go stop by a library.
Perhaps I should as well.
Did I say library? I meant the art museum.
No, I will head to a library.
Yuri, are you sure it's okay? It's a good idea. You don't seem like yourself.
What do you mean?
You seem jumpy and distant,
It has been
not
a
like-
long-
but not like old man jumpy distance.
I think you all oversell my age quite a lot, actually.
Well, that's part of the problem, is you're acting much older than you are.
I just had a very rough time in my field recently. There have been
You've been
lots
a-
of sports injuries.
We've been around each other quite often. Where did you have time to do any of this?
To practice medicine or to look into the book.
To practice medicine. In significant quantity to the point where you said it would affect you.
Well, before you had arrived, actually. Only moments before I had arrived home myself. I was off doing medical. I have bills to prove it if you need that much.
Huh. Well, watch yourself, please.
Of course.
I didn't take you for much of a regis, man.
There's nothing like that. There's fascination.
I worry that fascination borders on obsession.
Is it so wrong to have a hobby outside of work? Aren't you a fisherman?
This is my job. It just also happens to be my hobby.
Well, I cannot entirely practice medicine as a hobby now, can I?
It's fair, just take care of yourself.
Of course. I'll have a nice meal.
Very good.
Yes. Grab these. So you're heading to get some food. I should
I'm old, so I'm going to Old Town.
get it. And Yuri was never seen again.
We just let the old people wander in there and...
They just keep wandering.
Oh no, it's the presidential retirement suite. No!
Instantly 10 years older, Yuri just stops thinking. Like cars.
Yuri, you can't cross this border. Take Biden blast.
Biden blast.
We'll start with Alexi or Sean getting food.
Oh no, I was going to a museum.
Oh, museum.
Get food at a museum. They probably got a caribou or a
You getting food,
Starbucks.
Alexi?
Starve.
Me?
Yeah, where you going?
Yes.
Where you going, Alexi? Alright, food.
Be a Domino's.
We'll start with, let's see, based on the distance of travel. Alexi getting food. Hungry boy.
Hungry boy.
You'll get some lunch. Lunch.
I'm going to eat pierogis.
Markov, I forgot who was paying for the drinks at the diner earlier. I forgot about that.
I'd say we just split the bill.
Alright,
Yeah.
Ishi Markov 2 cards and Alexi Markov 1 more, just so you're getting some pierogies. Something quick. Nothing crazy.
Evie's a cheapskate over here.
Like you can't cover me, bro. What the fuck?
I would have haggled it down.
over to Rashawn. Then he's getting some food. You arrive at the Gallery of Historical Importance. It is open. A few more PSOs than were here last time. A lot more security. But open.
I would have gone to the front desk. Is there a reception?
Yeah, there is.
I need information about an artist. I don't know their name or anything about them. But I do have the signature.
Yes, let me take a look, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Looks it over. Let's have random historian man roll. I get a plus 1d10. Wow. 3 vanity point. Wow.
Got 3 people over here, 4 people looking at it.
No, he used all his whirlpool dice to try and get that roll to work. He seems like, I swear I've seen it before somewhere. I've seen it, but I can't place my finger. At the best I can tell you, it does not belong to any artist we have here. I don't believe it's an official, like, professional artist anyway. I believe I've seen the signature before on smaller pieces that have been in like local, like you know, home shows. I've not seen this at in an art gallery or any.
Do you know anyone who might know
If it's not,
into that stuff?
people on the art scene. We might check the exhibition hall. They have a lot of people that come into the exhibition hall that showcase do their own private events. There might have been someone that came through there. But other than that, I myself do not know.
Okay. Guess I'll go check it out. Or see if anyone else would know.
It's like a 20-minute walk.
Big steppy.
Alex is still eating pierogies at this time.
Mm-hmm.
You arrive at the ooh, I lost it. Where did it go? Where my deck at? Hey! There you go.
Eating pierogies
You
and day
arrive at
drinking.
the Jessup Exhibition Hall, and as you get there, you find large building, a lot of smaller bits of art here and there. Nothing like the gallery. It is definitely more of like a place where people host their own events, kind of venue, more a venue than anything that. But you do enter, you do see people that work there, kind of walking around. There's like a small information kiosk.
Go up to it. The kiosk have someone at it, or is it kind of just like a pamphlet type thing? Okay, excuse me.
You get there. I think a voice, man. I'm writing a voice today. Got the voice thing. I was like, executor. And we get
Third emoji.
Come on.
It'll work.
See how can I assist you?
I'd be looking for someone who has the signature, an art piece.
Here we go again. Oh, CC. There is. It is not really an artist. There was a lot of these are brought over. That signature is It is an Eremos person that created those pieces.
Do you know their name?
If I'm correct, it is I'll put it in chat as I say it, of course. I believe it is by someone named Talim Shea. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they had a few people brought these over from Eremos. I'm not sure where they got them from, but they brought them here to showcase. Did their own private little show and buying thing.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about this Talim person?
No, not personally. I never met them.
Well, I meant like their art or anything. If you have any around.
Nothing. We don't keep anything here that is not part of like the government's kind of showing, you know, template stuff. From what I can recall about their pieces. Damn, this guy's great. From what I can recall about their pieces, most of them were like they're infatuated like the stars and the moon and stuff like that. From what I can remember. But I can't. I mean, details other than that, I didn't really look at them too much than that. But it was a lot. Definitely, all of it was like sky stuff, if that makes sense.
You don't know if you have any like this in your exhibits?
Not that I know of, no, unfortunately. Sorry.
I see. Oh, good. Thank you. That's all. Thank you. I guess I'm gonna head back to the. So is this the big art exhibit, or is the other one the big one?
The other one was the big one. This is like.
I'm gonna head back to the other one.
Okay. Around this.
Wait, this is the what?
This is more. This is it's a like a venue hall.
Okay.
The other one is like a private. It's like an actual like, exhibit where the government has stuff put on display. This one is just for like people to host events.
Okay.
You finish eating at this time, Alexi, as well as Rashawn gets back to the historical gallery. Alexi dead. The pierogies killed him. Alexi? What? What? You good? That bro's fucked up.
I'm alive.
Bro's fucked up.
Did you call me or Yuri?
Yeah, I called you. Because around this time you're done eating.
Okay. I finish all of my pierogies.
Anywhere you in particular want to head to right now?
Cities are big.
These are very big.
I enter the downtown. See if I can secure a couple more buyers for fish.
Oh, Yuri's back. Head downtown. Yuri, over in Old Town.
Ushmak Kululak.
All right, Yuri's done over in Old Town.
Ushmak Kululak.
What are you doing, Yuri?
Library.
You enter a library.
Book.
On what?
Moon.
Moon book. All right. A plethora of books involving the moon and lunar cycles. Anything in particular?
More on the cultural and superstitious side of writings.
All right. Let me pull that up for you. Beep, 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 beep.
I have to really find out if the moon is made of cheese in this world, guys. Gabe's not getting it past me. You're telling me a moon would just fracture like that? No.
It is made
pulled
out of
a
cheese.
big wire.
Perhaps Wallace and Gromit.
Yes, the galaxy wire.
All right.
Cut.
You wanted
cheese moon.
superstition. Here it is.
Just sends me scary stories to tell in the dark ass pictures.
I drew them myself.
Kane?
It's actual fucking analog horror images just sitting there.
Fucking moves.
What is that? What is
Look
that?
behind you, Christian. Alternate Donald Trump.
Hello, Christian. You going for superstition. So not beliefs and not history, just straight superstition.
Well, beliefs and superstition
Okay.
probably go together
We'll
pretty
start
good.
with superstition then. There is an old, not a superstition, but like an old story, kind of like an old cultural story thing. Put it in chat as well. Is that right?
Finally, lore.
Yes. Is that it? Okay, there it is. Yeah. This is it. It's a story about, boys and girls that will sleep and see stars above them in their dreams, and they'll kind of soar through them like an ocean. The bright moon, their destination, a place where they can find magic and friends and whatever else they could desire. And it's an overall not the overall like an overall kid story. One that's kind of whimsical, one like very Peter Pan-esque.
Who the hell wrote this?
The fucking, I don't know, the cat in the hat or something. the dog in the boots. I don't know.
The kid in the shit.
What?
It's written by fucking Dr. Truce or something.
Dr.
Dr. Truce.
Kill you should kill yourself now.
Man,
John A. Lockheed.
John
Lockheed
A.
Martin.
Lockheed. There's also, of course, the overall religions. A lot. There's the religious belief, the children of the Sky Mother, which is the moon, of course, similar to very similar to the Mosin one in a way. The moon is an almighty protector that kind of watches over the world, captures comets and meteors that threaten the planet. She allows the oceans to flow safely, and it kind of gives them light in dark nights. I'll put that in there. It's one of the belief systems of Gaspillage.
Maybe I'm a child. That's crazy. Yuri becomes younger.
Hey guys, it's me, Yuri. Huh? It's like Kid Goku.
I don't fucking like that.
It's me, Yuri. Let me in there. It's sprinting at it.
The only way.
East line though, protection and all that. Are these since I'm finding similar stories no matter where I'm looking, are they all written by the same people?
They are not. One, of course, as you recall from he only kept Mosin historical documents and books. And these books here are of Gassian origin in this library, from Gaspillage and its history.
So we have the Queen of the Night and the Sky Mother, huh?
Indeed you do.
Which
Sky
means that
Mother.
there's a thing in both, which means, uh-oh. Guys, I think I found Atlantis.
Not again.
Again!
Wah, wah.
Third time this fucking week.
Imagine
know
I
what?
accidentally
I'm
find
feeling
Atlantis
quirky.
and like, we
Roll
don't even
me
worship the moon.
D100, Christian, and pick higher or lower.
Moon.
Do I pick before?
Yep, before you roll, higher or lower.
Lower. Nice shooting, Tex.
All right. While looking for these items, you stumble across, it's just, it kind of in the same vein of things. You kind of are browsing and you come across like a lot smaller of a book tucked away in one of the shelves.
Oh. Does it have any words on it?
You pick it up. It's a lot more dense than a book, and you see like a one of those like flip straps that kind of keep it closed around the front. It's very dense and heavy.
It's a journal. Does it have any library ownership markings?
No, not really.
I'm gonna quickly peek a few of the pages of it to see what it's about.
You flip open the strap and open it up. It is not a book. It is a tape.
A tape?
For one of the like a film spool.
Do they have viewing rooms at this library?
They do not. Since film is such a new thing, motion pictures, the only place they really have them are public theaters, or people buy their own kind of things to play tapes or film spools.
I'm going to pocket this.
All right.
And I'm gonna head out and try to find. Are there because we have home phones. Are there any public phone stations?
There are, yes.
Oh, but how the hell am I gonna call anyone I know? I don't know anyone. Never mind. That's a terrible idea. Or no, I have an idea. I'm gonna head up to a public phone station.
Okay. It is free of charge to call.
Oh. This must not be America.
You're right, brother. Not yet, it ain't.
We can change that.
Wait till they find oil and espionage.
That fine Earl.
Espionage oil.
Boys, there's oil and espionage. The Americans break through the fourth wall and tear into espionage, dropping in.
Actually, like World War II America, they're super advanced. All right. I'm going to, if I recall any, or do these phone places have like yellow books nearby?
They're not as in depth as other ones, but it's like almost like a, they're like plastic covered books. You can kind of, they're like almost like bolted to the back of like the booth itself. You can kind of flip through the pages.
Damn. They bolt this shits on. Who's stealing these?
Actually, it doesn't fall. It doesn't, well, you just put the phone to one ear and flip the ear with your free hand kind of thing. Come on. Hey, thanks for the yellow book, homie. And just tear off the wall and sprints away. Those thieves that...
I can sell this for 50 cents.
Thieves fucking get a share of it, unscrew it. Make a killing in the market of selling phone books.
Boys, that's done. There's plenty of phones around here.
But who are you calling?
The unbolter broke again. Go restart it.
Oh my god.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Crap, they're on to us.
That's my bad.
Guard. Is this an old lady walking by? Guard, look out.
Okay. I'm gonna look for nearby theater numbers.
There's only one major theater, public theater at least, that is here. It's available.
Man, this city is poor as shit.
They just got, it's brand new. It's brand new.
And anyone with money knows that you dive right into new ideas with no question. I get 3 of those shits.
A coner. A fucking coner.
So, I'll call it the theater, assuming it's an appropriate time.
Okay, we call it theater.
Do they answer?
Yeah, they answered. You get the number. I almost forgot that I'm the DM for a second.
I do that too sometimes.
I call it theater. Do they answer? Oh yeah, my bad.
I did it last night.
This is my job.
Oh shit, I'm
Whoopsies. My bad.
Waiting.
All right. The theater is, where is it? Yep. You answer it. Hello, Physics Motion Picture Theater. How can I help you today?
I was wondering if you had any open auditoriums that I could rent or borrow for just a moment.
Let me check. We do indeed. Yeah.
Did you just roll for busyness?
Yeah. Currently, actually, we have one open theater right at the moment. Would we be coming in today, or was this sort of like a later thing? Would you like to book this for an event, or is it just a private showing?
This is a personal viewing. If I could come as soon as possible, that would work.
If you can make it here within the next 2 hours, then you should be good to go. That theater will have its first showing for the evening in 2 hours, so you have that much time to arrive.
Where on the map is this theater, DM?
You were just
Oh.
one fucking southern.
We're gonna have to put in some overtime on the cabs. You gotta take the yellow road straight.
Mario Kart. They're drifting to the roads.
Bing, bing, bada, bing, bada, bing, bing, bada, bing, bing,
Bro
bada,
gets
bing,
the
bada,
red turtle shell at a car in front of him and
Here's
explodes.
the blue flying up on us. Drive faster.
It's Yuri behind trying to get there, or Alex trying to get there faster than you for some reason. Oh.
Yori, you can't look at the tape.
Blue shell hits you.
Fuck me. Yeah. Okay. Hang up the phone. Assuming all things are closed off, I'll go and try to find what I would believe to be the highest speed service around here.
Okay. Fastest you can get there, I'll
Highest
say.
speed internet.
High speed. It would be about an hour drive normally. You get there about 40 minutes if you get the highest speed you can get there. This one will cost, of course. Usually it's free, but since you're going for a faster transition, it will cost. It's more of a private one. Mark off like 10 cards.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, transportation is usually free. It's just intercity transport. I'm not going to charge you that much. But you get downtown. Around this time, Rashawn, you get back to the gallery.
Remember though, you gotta go through the places.
All right. I guess I'll just start looking around for that artist. What's his name? I've wrote it down. Don't worry. Halim. Actually, I'll ask the front desk guy again.
All right.
Reem Abdul-Jabbar.
So it turns out the artist's name was Talim Shea. Do you guys have anything on him?
Talim Shea. No, we do not. It's going to go through the folder. It's like the last session. No, Talim Shea has never had a piece in our gallery, I don't believe. That must
Damn.
be a private distributor of sorts, or a private painter. Apologies.
Oh, good. Well, that's all me.
Let's say, where are you heading again, Alex? Where are you heading? Alex, I forgot. You're heading somewhere else, aren't you?
Yeah, kinda.
Where were you going? You went downtown as well.
Yeah, I was actually kind of going to make business acquisitions, see if I can get more fisherman's contracts to send back to my brother.
Well,
for
charisma
shipment.
for me.
Okay.
I'll say, Rashawn, you would see Alexi at this point in time downtown.
Let me see. I need to roll that Riz.
Hmm.
Can I show them anything?
Unless you have
is there any
fish
way
on
that-
you, I don't believe so. I mean, you have like a, I'll say
I
like a
don't-
business card and like you know, like your permits and like some examples of fish you caught, like on pictures and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll.
Especially like the one that big ass fish that me and my brother just caught when we went
Did
on a
you
regular
just
little
get to
trip.
Houston? All right. I'll give you a
Just-
D10 bonus.
Yeah. All right. Let me
So
roll that
charisma at a
Riz.
D10.
Let me roll that Riz. Promise my Riz is not very good. So
I
this
think
is
the irony
just
of
my
all this
regular
is,
Riz without a D10. This is without a D10.
The irony of this is that the motion picture theater is literally in between the gallery and the exhibition hall, like across from the hotel. Is the irony of the geography.
You know what?
You
I'm gonna
got-
do it. I'm gonna add a willpower die.
Add that. Go ahead and add that. Roll me another D10. You're at a 45 right now. Ooh, okay. That does
Dude.
count. In that case, I will roll you 1d10. I'll say you get 3 more people interested in in getting private licensing there. They're like, yeah, I run a little mom and pop shop, or like I run a food stand. Yeah, people are interested in getting more fresh fish for more affordable prices than larger fishing companies.
Very good.
You should make note of that somewhere that you have 3 contracts, 3 fishing contracts.
I will after concluding that, I will head to the quick telegramming station and probably run into Rashawn, say something, just be like, hey, just gonna run these over to telegraph them back to my brother. So
Yeah, Rashawn, as you're walking out, you see Alexi kind of rush past you towards one of like the phone booth areas, like the little communication shops they got. You can walk into. Yeah, you send those off. Yeah, I'll say it's easy enough to send those off, the letters. What are you doing, Rashawn, in that moment?
Moment of defeat.
Well, you did see Alexi run by with a piece of paper in his hand, sprinting down towards like a phone area. He says he's
Honestly, I'd probably go check out the Jack or Jill place.
okay. Jack or Jill is.
I'm also
Actually-
going to
Sorry.
finish first because
I was gonna say I'm not gonna do that because that's a main mission, please.
All right. What were you saying, Alexi, as well? Sorry.
I'm also putting into the thing, especially now that our boat and stuff is probably fixed at this point. Just from the stuff that happened last time. I'm gonna also put in my reinstating the old my old commission for getting new targets and stuff, new customers and everything. And so basically just having him sending my cut of the fishing stuff.
Okay.
When versus me just sending him anything I had to get the boat fixed. It's not like, hey, now that the boat is fixed, return.
All right, I got you. They will write you back. And I guess I don't even know for myself here. Whisper, Game Master. Yuri Money. That's my whisper.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow.
It's very much try to get that just some more passive income.
Damn, bro's big ball. Just make it passive income.
That's why I was trying to get my fucking boat fixed.
Around this time, as you kind of double back after that, Yuri, Alexi, Yuri, you pull up there, kind of hop out the car downtown as well. I'd say you would see Alexi and Rashawn kind of not in the same area, but both are downtown. Rashawn is looking around for where to go to next, and Alexi is over at like a small communication area where they got phones and like envelopes to send letters off and all that stuff. But you do see the
Weird.
theater like a block away.
I'm gonna football sprint to the no. Okay.
Boom, 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 like the fucking armored titan.
I tense up and all of my lines become thicker.
Impact frames you put your foot down.
Impact frame per step is insane.
Lockwood!
Alright, I'm just gonna, casually go to the theater. A little bit of a brisk in my walk. I don't want to take up too much of their time.
Alright, Rashawn and Alexi, if you are... Well, I guess, what are you guys doing after that, I suppose?
Were you addressing both
yeah.
of us or just
Both
one?
yeah.
Okay.
Any artifact places? I want to check out an artifact place.
Other than the gallery and like private showcasings that belong to the people that are in the community itself, there aren't many that are at least in Gaspia or in Vistix.
Damn. I guess I'll wander around, I guess. I ain't got too much.
Alright, what about you, Alexi? What are you laughing
I'm
at?
probably just going to, after getting my shit done with the Telegram thing, I'm probably just going to meet up with Rashawn and kind of follow whatever he's doing at this point. So that's one of the things with Alexi is Alexi has small, bright moments of, for lack of a better word, strokes of genius when it comes to very specific things, but I do have the dull quirk, and I'm not one of the not one of the smartest people. So I'm like, all right, yes, they do the thinking stuff. I also have this going on. I'm not very smart. I am a villager from the coast.
So you see Rashawn begin to kind of wander around downtown, and I'd say, downtown is not fairly packed today, but you'd see catch a glimpse of Yuri. You can spot people that you know very easily in crowds once you know that they're there. I don't know,
Yeah.
not much, but you just, it's like a thing where you're like, oh, I know that person. You kind of spot the hair, the disposition of them. You'd see Yuri as well. Everyone is downtown from Yuri, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm very good at being able to see people and spotting things. I'm very good at what I do. Not much more than that.
It's not hard to spot me in this town, though.
I could spot. I'm very good at spotting people.
Yeah,
in
it would
general.
probably be easier, though. I'm like a tall black man in
The
Russia.
contrast will blind you.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, Alexi? You just hanging out?
You're like a black spot on the sun.
Are you idling
Come
on anything?
on.
What do you say?
Are you
One more
just
time.
animationing, and what are you doing right now?
I'm walking over to them. Just
Well, they're going different. Rashawn's heading just generally downtown. Yuri's heading to like a place it looks like walking with.
I'm gonna
Pepper's kind of
follow.
stuff.
If I see him just heading like just generally downtown, I'm like, okay. So I see he looks like he's going just kind of doing his own thing, but I see Yuri heading towards something like more destination based. I'm gonna go. That looks interesting. Clock it. I'm gonna follow Yuri.
You watch Yuri enter the motion picture theater, and you kind of are you going in as well to follow him a bit after?
I'm gonna like look around real quick and kind of like clean my face up a little bit and go, oh, and then walk in a little bit behind him. But I'm not meeting him, just kind of tailing him in a way, but not like trying to be like
Sneaky.
obvious or sneaky, more just.
All right.
I'm also halfway kind of playing dumb in a way, even though like.
What are you doing here?
I'm not very good at it, but I'm kind of playing dumb, and if he does catch me, I'll be like, oh, hey Yuri, even though Yuri probably knows that I'm very good at finding things.
You better be careful. I'll pull you into the Gooning Cave.
You entered God damn it! You entered the theater, Yuri.
The old man Gooning Cave.
Not super packed yet, but you do begin to see a crowd starting to form as a lot of the showcases do begin. A lot of the showings begin around like 5-6 p.m.
Oh wow, I didn't think about people pre-prepping for a show that's not on for an hour.
And people are getting like their tickets. You are, hanging out. It's like a downstairs like lounge.
Theaters are, man.
All right, I'll head to the desk, and hopefully the guy that I talked to is there.
And you see, yes. How can I help you today?
I had called earlier.
Called earlier. You.
About 45 minutes ago, I had called asking if I could
Oh, I have a note here.
temporarily.
Yep, private screening.
Yes.
Just for you today. Well, how long will you be? Do you know? About an hour.
I'm gonna pull out the tape. How long do you think this runs for?
I look it over. They're a movie man. They get a bonus of this. It's an older-looking tape. I'd say. Oh, it looks not like at all. Less than 10 minutes, probably.
It is all the time I will need.
All right. In that case, just head on in. It kind of gives you like a small key, you can use. You can maybe be using Theater 14 down to the right. I'll just bring the key back when you're done.
All right. And I will head to 14 with no hesitation. I don't even grab popcorn.
Alex, you see this as well. You see you're talking to the man at the desk, and he gets a key and begins to walk off after showing the man a tape for a brief second, like a spool of film.
Okay.
What are you doing? You gonna try and follow him some more?
I'm gonna act. I'm gonna look really stupid, and most people would think that it's an act, but no, I am just following.
At this
Like
point,
I'm meant to be there because I literally don't know that I'm not supposed to.
I mean, they don't pay any mind. You can assume that most theaters are locked until the showing is actually happening. So a lot of people are hanging in the lobby. At this one, Yuri, you're going down an empty hall at this point. Most of these theaters are still locked and closed. There's someone walking behind you, like a few paces away.
I don't think I'm quite schizo enough to immediately suspect negativity, so I'll glance.
It's Alexi. He's like 10 yards away, just walking behind you.
I'll stop and turn. Alexi.
Birogi?
What are you doing here?
I don't know.
I'm looking at your profile picture right now, and yeah, you don't look like you know what the fuck you're doing here.
You do not. He doesn't like know what the fuck he's doing.
I finished some contracts, got a couple of new business opportunities with the fishing industry. I saw Rashawn walking in the direction, didn't look interesting. You were going somewhere that looked interesting. I don't know what I'm doing. This looked interesting, so I came here. I've been following you for like an hour and a half
We're
now.
gonna pause there. Rashad, you'd have seen Yuri walking to somewhere, and Alexi following Yuri, very obviously following him, but not going with him.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I was throwing it out there in case you wanted to follow them as well, in case you wanted to have the second person following Yuri. Just throwing it out there as an option.
Yeah, the tall, dark figure coming around the corner. Oh, it's just Rashawn.
There's an option. You don't have to follow. I'm not
No.
saying in case you want to. All right. Just wondering. All right. Back to you two again.
Well, if you would like to watch this film with me, you are welcome to.
One more time, sorry, my brain fully fucking blanked out.
That's just-
I had.
Alexian character. It's Alexian character. Just stares at
I
you
can
say
see
that.
in his eyes, bro.
I just
Man's got
my
the
eyes just
Fisher
started
stare.
trailing far away. Just one of the eyes just started going. Doo-doo-doo.
He went into bobber listening mode and completely forgot he can see.
What?
I have a tape here that I would like to play, and they have let me take a theater for it for a moment.
Oh, very, very good. Can I come with you?
Of course, if you would like to view what's on the tape.
Sure. Is it a movie?
It is 10 minutes of some kind of film.
Okay, I have pierogies. Let's go.
It's gonna be a porn film. It's gonna be a porn film.
If it's
All right.
film, I have magazines for that already.
No. to the theater.
I didn't say that out loud. No.
Into the theater and walk up to like the little film booth where the player is, like the spool camera.
All
There's
right.
the film in there.
Do I know how to put a film in a camera, or do they have a man here?
They
for
got a
me?
they got a manual there. There's no person there. The theater's closed right now. It's just you. There's a manual there you can look at that will tell you how to do it all.
All right, open door. It won't. Oh, there's a latch. Okay, take the latch. Put in. That's upside. down.
Meanwhile, Alex, you're downstairs in this empty theater sitting on one of the seats. Very cozy in here. Got noise cancellation on the walls. But you put the film in.
All right. Do I have a viewing window up here, or should I head down
There's
to
a
the
viewing window.
auditorium?
Please refer to Group 2 notes.
I tried to offer him another
This could be an
pierogi.
actual fucking video. Oh my gosh!
Did you actually?
It's an actual
Gabe,
video.
No
It is-
fucking
it's the-
way.
A real
It is the
3-minute
video. It is the video from the teaser.
Holy shit! I'm gonna watch this in real time.
Same. Hold on, wait. Let me know when you start. I want so we can start at the exact same time.
All right, it's at 0. Okay.
Okay.
3,
3.
2, 1, click.
The expansive dunes of Erebos, the plains and mountains of Caspiash. Humanity and its history can be found from coast to coast and horizon to horizon. Today we look at the most ancient people, the Mosins of the sinking dunes in Erebos. In recent months, cultural artifacts and historical pieces of Mosin culture have been unearthed and analyzed by the brightest minds of the world. Today, we welcome a skilled men and women hunting a long-lost village deep within the sandy oasis.
We have found a plethora of incredible things beneath the sand, items perfectly preserved in time. The implications of the items we found, let alone their age, bring forth questions of how much human history wasn't recorded.
More we dig, greater understanding of ourselves I believe we will find. Our lineage is buried here. We would be fools to not find out where we came from.
The dig pushed on through seasons and numerous hands. Piece after piece of historical vestiges were brought to the surface and to the light after generations. Objects that even the Mosin elders had not seen in their lifetimes.
Everything we found is unheard, relics of a bygone era, fragments of humanity itself.
Not only that, but we found something else. Something deep.
Bury it! Put it back in the hole you found it!
You would deny there was something that's monumental?
Monumental. It's at the end of us, you blithering idiots!
You're not making any sense, Professor. Keep being buried again. It needs to be buried.
So you've come to your senses. Glad you're doing what's right.
Yes, I'm sorry. Don't know what came over me. These dunes, this work, it's stressful.
We all need to rest. I believe we've worked ourselves ragged, but I'm glad you're with me. Let's go home.
The secrets and mysteries hidden beneath the very ground we walk on are only just being uncovered after centuries. What will be found next is something no one can predict. But one thing is certain. History has a funny way of rearing its head when least expected.
If that was done in,
Return.
if we just watched that in character,
I need a sanity
Yeah.
check is what I need for both of you. A wisdom one. For you, Yuri, since you failed the last one, this one is at disadvantage.
You do realize that if I fail this, I'm going to
Oh
dip
no,
into
the
the
last.
next
So
level?
if you failed the last one from the book, the picture one, unmark that one. That one does not count. That one does not count as a fail against the marker. That counts.
okay.
That was just disadvantage for the next check you made.
well, how do you roll sanity checks again?
Just roll. Just roll wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
They depend on the kind of sanity you're rolling.
I can't save that with will. I'm not rolling 310s.
I can save that, can't I?
You can.
You have both pools.
If you roll, I mean, you can give it a try here if you'd like.
I'll see if I can get a lesser failure.
Okay. That's a
Sick.
54,
Yeah.
which is a success, isn't it?
39.
Like a lesser success.
Oh, yeah, there's no. Don't even bother anymore, Yuri.
Oh,
12. Oh, Yuri. That counts
Oh,
as an actual
man.
fail now. And what would your roll, Alexi?
In grand total, 54.
You succeed.
Yeah.
With this book,
I clap my hands.
That's
was
you hear the
scary.
You hear the of the end of the film being kind of just wrapped over and over again. And as you have finished this, and Rashawn is making his way further downtown, you two in the theater. A destination for next time. Ended there.
damn.
Party! Oh, insane!